but I don't owe anybody anything. I don't.
First of all, it's wild that you think it's okay to be this toxic and show this lack of accountability. Also, it's wild to think that you're gonna say all these things on your comment section, kind of contradicting the the way you're presenting this, and act like someone like me is gonna take screenshots. Because one of the first things she says is like, casually dating makes me demented and evil. I'm gonna stay with the a match on a dating app is not a legally binding contract making me owe anything to anyone, which you're right. But the thing is, that's not what you were saying. In your original video, you said you get on dating apps to be silly and fun and play games with people and never respond to, like what you said, like 10 out of 11 dudes you match, you never respond to. And the ones you do respond to, you just play with them. And you're not genuine in dating them, even though you're on a dating app. You're just there to make friends, and then you get upset that people are upset with the videos you make making this content. Like that makes any sense? FY, this is my original comment. How are you silly and fun on dating apps? There are other apps for that. You're wasting people's time. You are toxic and delusional. And one of the toxic, narcissistic women that wanted to defend her was like projecting from experience much. And I'm like, gaslighting to justify toxic behavior in other women that reflects your own much. Because again, this is what narcissistic people do. This is what toxic gaslighters do. This is wrong. And you know why? Because at no point in time did she say the right thing. Because all she had to do was say one thing. And I would have never had a reason to say this because she would have had a point and no one would have been mad at her. No one would have been reporting her videos and getting them taken down, which was what she said on this original video as well, was, oh, she uses things like Bumble. Because guess what? First of all, let's dead an argument real quick. She says she's on dating apps to be silly and fun because she's really only using them to make friends. Right? So if you're using dating apps just to make friends, why are you only making matches with men then? If you're there just to make friends, genuinely, why aren't you matching with women as well? That's kind of odd. You never said you didn't match with women, or you only said men. So I'm having to take that at face value. You're probably gonna lie and say you match with women too, just to justify your toxic behavior. But you never once said it in that video or the two videos which you replied to me at. So also another wild thing. Guess what? There's apps that actually are just made for you to network to become friends with people. And business wise, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, X, just the one we're using right now. Wild concept, right? Why go on a dating app when you have all these other options? But you know what she really could have said that would have deaded all these arguments? She could have said this, but she didn't because you could tell she's not genuine. She's just lying. She could have said, I use Bumble. End of story. And you're like, what are you talking about? It's a dating app. You're right. But Bumble is one of the few dating apps. It's not the only dating app that I know. It's the only one I use, by the way. Because, like Tinder is just for people who want to hook up and try to sell you OnlyFans. Like Bumble is the only one where I actually meet genuine women. I don't meet them as often as I would like, but that's the only one I actually connect with genuine human beings that aren't bots. You know what I mean? You could have said, I use Bumble to use the feature where you just match friends, because Bumble has a feature on it that you could put on where everyone you match with is just for you to be friends with. It's not supposed to be a date. You see what I'm saying? And people like her are very disingenuous. So she literally said, like, I'll even put it back. She literally has to go this route, be like, matching someone on a dating app isn't a legally binding contract, which you're right. But the thing is, what you're saying makes no fucking sense, because you're saying you're only using the dating apps to be silly and all this stuff, but that's not what people use dating apps for. So when you match 10 or 11 dudes and you only reply to one, and the one you're replying to, you're not even genuinely trying to connect with them as a date. You're just, you know what I mean, like playing with them and their emotions and wasting their time. You don't see the issue there, right? Because you have mental issues. You need to seek therapy. Okay? You could have just matched those people on Facebook and added them as friends. You know what I mean? You could even say on your profile, look, if you're swiping right on this, no, this profile is only platonic. It's only meant for platonic matches. You never even said that that's how you showed or stated your profile. So clearly you're lying, and clearly you're making videos like this to get toxic women to agree with you because you know that's gonna happen. Because you could say any toxic thing on social media and you're gonna find an audience of people that agree with you. That doesn't make you right. It just shows the toxicity is not just prevalent amongst you, it's prevalent amongst other people. So again, nothing you said makes any sense. At no point were you right. At no point did you make a valid point. You just showed why you're toxic and you showed why every man should avoid you like the plague. And just to clarify, she made a video where she was like, what do you mean people in my life cherish my absence? See, this is why you lack intelligence. Because that was an insult. I said people in your life must cherish your absence. And you're like, I'm not absent. I'm present all. No, that's not what I meant. What I meant is you're such a exhausting, energy depleting human being that everyone who has the misfortune of knowing you must cherish the moments that you aren't around. They must love those moments. They must cherish those. Those must be precious to them because whenever you're around, you must drain their energy, and they must be tired of you. I feel sorry for them. Y'all need help. I'm pretty sure y'all need a hug and you did your best. Bless your heart because damn.